Okay, as with any other platforms, the first people that takes advantage of the platform will be like the biggest ones, right? It will like, blow up the most. Um, you have enough excess of a target market, right? That gets shaved off by shadow banning, by you not being able to be viewed by people who aren't already subscribed, right? A podcast can be released with a slice. I've seen it done with a slight. This dude named Anio, Any Observation. He releases a slice for the month, 12 slices out of a year, and they have get airdrops and stuff. But you can put a video clip in the NFT. So if you could do that, right? There's enough of an excess of the target market for your audience, that you don't have to worry about reaching people that you don't want to reach. You can have it work for so that your podcast is only viewed by the people you want to see it. And here's the thing, right? The excess from the shadow banning represents a number of people that you can't count. I don't know how many there is. It could be a whole swarm of them. Am I lying? It's right there. You could roll out your own tech. You don't got to be Don Bongino. You don't got to be that fool. You could release this shit in a couple of weeks. Nifty blocks. There's a platform also. I lost it. I forget what platform it's on, Hive or something. But they actually coach, like they actually have professionals, and they know how to roll out a narrative. They know how to roll out something for tokenization. And it sounds like I'm talking about evil and shit. Like, why you want to roll out a narrative? Motherfucker, they do that shit to you. They be doing that shit. I get sick of seeing them doing that shit to y'all, really. I get sick of it. They roll you around back into a curriculum where you're twisting fucking cinnamon buns when you should be undressing whole salmon. They're not delivering the fish because you get, you know what I'm saying, to scam school where they're just looking for new students to float their fucking coffers, to make touch bases with, so they can, send money off to his son that's an exchange student somewhere. So fuck. He's getting upper mobility. You can't say that it's all loss of upper mobility. It's just not going to where it should go, to the students, right, that already went to the culinary school. Why can't that model happen in NFT? I would imagine it does. But see what I'm saying? Like, the people who makes the NFT knows what it's going to do for it. They could release it cheaply and just get out to the people they want to. And it could be a concept model that you can upgrade later. You don't have to worry about upgrading now. Just talk to your community. And so for them to be getting mad, I'm exposing you to some crypto scam. You could buy with a credit card. Don't try to play me. You could fucking buy this shit with a credit card. Right? The NFT, you could buy it with a credit card. You don't have to be thinking about whether it's going to go up or it's going to go down all the time. You just want to you're just trying to get rich. You don't even want to enrich yourself and your people. How do you think I'm supposed to look upon that? I'm not saying I'm trying to help you. I'm saying I support you because I've been under the same kind of thing. Let me tell you about COINTELPRO. They don't just fuck with black people through exporting consumerism through NGOs. They fuck with the police through the Department of Justice, and they make you turn off your body camera so they can talk to you. They just want to talk to you. Isn't that a trip? It's not like spoof science. I think you got some magical fucking... I know what a fucking warlock is, and a fucking whatever rank fucking goblin Hilder Beeson fucking is in a monkey suit is. It's like, you think you're impressing me with some shit. If you're not upgrading your level in a game that could be recognized, it can't verify your authenticity of you. You can't get a blue check mark because you didn't play this game, that game, that game. My community doesn't know you, so you can't release statements under the guise that you're me with the picture, with the same icons, with everything like that. Oh, 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 snap. Really? Who's interested in doing that? The furries. They help me with my liquidity provider coin and working with some different games that you can use to produce a unique UPC that recognized by social media, where you can release statements to large groups of people and they know that it's you and that you're not fucking with them. You're not just fucking around with them. You could you can burn the NFT. You could send a private memo for your eyes only for one person, and they can burn it. The thing is, no, it's all going to be seen on. It's all transparency. That's all immutable. It's all on the ledger. Wait a minute, but okay. I'm sure there's a way they could work the encryption, and they're just not doing it yet. It's not like we don't have the technology. You could just upgrade, redirect. You know, they do the same shit to us all the time when we don't know what we're agreeing to, so we could use platforms and shit. They'd be upgrading and redirecting certain shit in your hardware, fucking with the hardware. Fucking trying to make dismissive and shit. Oh, Alex Jones and everything. Alex Jones. There's certain shit about these people that even I can't criticize. They won't criticize either. Where you would think that they would take the advantage to make fun of them. There's a few people that you think that they put out there that say are white supremacists and shit, but they won't even attack them. What's his name? The one fucking I'm so angry. I'm so mad. You know that guy? Some people know who he is. I forget his fucking name. He said, we run the fucking world, not you Aqua Maroons. No fucking Aqua Maroons. We do. I said, those are the thing. Well, who the fuck that guy was? I forget. Spencer? Kevin Spencer. There's a video out on him that would clown the shit out of him. The media won't play it. See, you gotta stay on the slipstream. Like, you gotta read, like, if you're gonna read the newspaper, you gotta read 5 newspapers. And you gotta read the back. You gotta read the end, not the beginning. Read the, So, I mean, some people say, why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all of it. I don't want to deal with any of it. And they're right. They're right. The discipline with me is when, if I need to check with what CNN says about some shit, there's some other people that don't need to hear about any of that shit. And so they feel like there's some other things that I could be focused on instead of that shit. The thing is, there's cringe though. It's like still, and there's still the thing with the autism, which to me is like a fascinating, like it's a fascinating aspect of a key to the psyche of humanity or something. And there's some stuff that's got some fucking pixie dust on it, some fairy dust and shit. Because you could even determine whether or not other people shows up on the autistic spectrum based on how they feel about the information and whether or not to you know what I'm saying? Like how you can be dismissive without slander, without libel. You could dismiss someone's logic. That's not the thing that's wrong. They keep putting that out that you're, you know what I'm saying, you must be upset because they dismiss your logic. You're being dismissive of a message that I maybe attempted to deliver, but you can't dismiss me, you know what I mean? Like, it's only how far you go with the information. I mean, you can call me, hurl a million gregarious insults in my face. It will not matter. It does not matter. It's just yeah, like when people are doing things for any reason other than making them happy, you can always call it into question. And if they think they have to be doing that shit, it's still relevant whether or not they're doing it to be happy. Is that the same shit? Am I on the same? Did I just slide off the cracker? Did the cheese just slide off the cracker? Maybe. And it's loose associations and loose ties to amorphous, uh, fluid truths that exist in the correlations between like relationships of words and the thesaurus with certain values that you could place back in order. There's fucking witches flying around on there. There's like fucking seriously you don't you have to sometimes they need a star chamber. You know what I mean? Sometimes they wouldn't be able to see you based on the strength of this spiritual bath. You wouldn't be able to even know you're there or acknowledge you exist, even if they were supposed to be your persecutor. They just wouldn't be able to recognize you anymore. Or like if the Kundalini rises, it'll never be able to push it back down. They'll never be able to lower it again. So if you're on a certain wavelength or frequency, it's the same thing as a spiritual bath. There's some people that maybe you're supposed to hold subordinates. It has to do with subordinates, right? The demiurge likes subordinates. People with characteristics of still being human still have favor for subordinates because it represents to them stability and control. It represents, but see, like, I'm saying everybody could like stability. It's just what it means for the effect that they're trying to accomplish. It's like consistent, you know what I mean? Like I don't want, like cats don't like to be moved around too much and being too much have to adapt too frequently. And so when there's a field of advancement that is changing fundamentally, then people don't want to hear about it. That's it. They don't want to know anything about it. And I think they have a right not to know anything about it too. It's just like, it doesn't matter how much the asset it is, that if I want to delegate to somebody, I have to know that it's for them, that the asset is right for them. It's also my stuff, your shit. When I give it to you, after I give it to you, it's no longer my stuff, it's your shit. You can do whatever you want with it. Then there's also, I can't tell you what to invest in. So if, let's say I have an asset, I think it's worth so much. Oh my God. Here, you should manage this asset. It'll help you out a lot. I'm still telling you what to invest in. It might be something else that you could do with your time. So, and it's irresponsible not to find out, whether or not you have time, right? And like, you can give assets to people for selfish reasons because you know that they have a type of intelligence or something that can manage where you'll receive the beneficiary from that later, right? Different type of intelligence, right? I might have described something as wholesome. It's not that. It's intelligent. So, so this is like the thing with the thesaurus and like characterizing and categorizing certain things, and so it's not going to get it. It's just a hypothetical, and it's not exacting of my situation or scenario. I'm just saying it could apply. It could apply. So I said I didn't know any savvy people. It's not true, right? I know savvy people. It's not technical people. There's wholesome, this like, you know what I mean, savvy, like, I mean, so wholesome is a weird word. It sounds like grain, hearth grain or something. Hearth, salt. Salt is not really wholesome though. You can't really have more than. So what is wholesome? Uh, Being a single mind or oneness or something. Wholesome seems a little bit watered down. Wait a minute. Really, did I fuck up? I can't imagine that I would be me. Uh, I let myself fuck up. Yeah. So I have to tone down my rhetoric and use layman's terms sometimes. And layman's are fuck ups. They think they have to go to a college, like the college. I mean, they don't know how much they need to be able to see value in things where other people don't see it. They need to be able to delegate. They need to be able to express a communication and expression. Doesn't it mean a lot of things that they don't have in college that's not worth your time? It seems funny to say that you're taking some calculated risk. Everything is calculated risk, and even you go to college is a calculated risk because there's opportunity cost. I'm not saying anything about the information. It's for some people that are ready for it, that have already been. It's like if somebody's performing at a certain level in something, they're ready for that. I'm sure that's there in college. But why do they keep telling everybody they need to go there? What kind of classes have they been known to have in college? Other than the shit that people is ready for because they want to be a veterinarian or something. Just like people walking around in t-shirts. He got college. He was got college. Oh. So, this is making me feel like an asshole. I can feel cheesy. I'm still a little bit fucky. Like it's still, my mind is still indoctrinated a little bit.